Very good morning to all our listeners. Hope you all had a great day so far. So a quick recap on what we've seen, the major themes of this week. Starting off with the Bank of England minutes here in the UK, which were perceived to be slightly less hawkish than potentially the market was placed for. This comes as many participants now keenly await the August 13th quarterly inflation report, which the bank has historically used to guide expectation on inflation and growth to dictate when they'll future raise rates for the first time from these historical low levels. Market pricing currently for that in short sterling curve still remains to be around October of this year. However, we do remain somewhat data dependent, and this week we have seen very disappointing retail sales report, but the Q2 advanced reading of GDP in the UK came in line with expectations, with the IMF also increasing their growth estimates to the highest of all developing nations earlier this week. Elsewhere, we have had another week of busy corporate earnings. Dow Jones stocks taking a bit of focus. Today, Friday, we've just gone through the open on Wall Street, and Visa are down around 3%, came after their disappointing numbers. Comes on the coattails of mad numbers coming out of the likes of Boeing and Caterpillar, so some of the larger cap names in the United States have failed to meet expectations. To the contrary though, the tech names continue to see the best of the moves to the upside, likes of Apple and particularly Facebook midweek when they outperformed following their numbers. Otherwise, much of the broader context on the global theme continues to be around the geopolitical events that have been ongoing. Firstly, that of Russia and Ukraine. We did see at the beginning of the week some expectation building up on whether or not in the European foreign affairs meetings in Brussels, whether they would follow suit of some of the increased sanctions we saw last week out of the US. However, that didn't materialise. At this particular point in time, it seems the Europeans are happy to just target individual Russians and some separate companies. However, in terms of a more broader sectorial basis, that may not yet come until next week, if what EU diplomats have indicated earlier today and yesterday. Otherwise, elsewhere, we continue to see unrest on the Gaza Strip, continued bombings and Palestine deaths reported to increased levels now, and we have had various airline carriers cancelling some of their global flights given the unrest in that particular area. And then also as well, something to just maybe take on board as we head in towards next week, we have had intel reports the Norwegian government has suggested a potential terror attack on the 28th of July. That date would coincide at the end of the Muslim Ramadan period. Their intel has suggested that Syrian Islamic rebels may well be responsible if there was to be an attack in Norway. But that pretty much encapsulates some of the themes which we've seen this week. Hope you all had a good one, and I wish you all a pleasant weekend. Thank you.